What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? This here is the Christian Trucker, and we are looking at another week in review of our little business, of our three little trucks, our three stooges, our three fellers. Let's see, well, this week we had to replace some windshields. That's right, and you know, right now finding windshields is pretty difficult. My normal supplier, which really has some good glass, he actually told me that he could not get a glass for a 2016 Freightliner Cascadia. Now, I called other places, and I was able to locate them. I got a company called Paul's Glass to come out and install both windshields on Curtis's truck, on our 2016 Freightliner Cascadia, which the one on the driver's side had 3 dings that had come up over the last month, right in front of your vision line. I probably could have passed DOT muster because they wasn't huge, but I got one in front of me, and it just annoys the crap out of me. It's not big at all, but it just annoys the crap out of me. And on his passenger sides, he was going down the road, and there just wasn't even nobody around, and this rock jumped up off the ground and hit his windshield and scattered it. And so we had to go ahead and replace that. So we got that done this week. And Max got him a new glass. And let me tell you, that's a solid glass all the way across on that little 2011 International. And buddy, it ain't cheap. It ain't cheap. And we had to look for that one. Alright, so we called Safelite, and they wanted $700 and something to come out and install that. And they could not do it on a Saturday. We called a few other places. One of them was $5 something. We finally found a place in Jackson that would sell us the windshield but not install it for $350. And we had a guy close to the house that came and put it in, and he charged us $150. So for $500, we got his windshield put in, Max. Now, it was not super horrible, but a big old rock had hit right on the passenger side, and it just was touching the windshield wiper, you know. And well, we went ahead and we changed that bad boy because it ain't never been changed. And I like to have a good clean glass. It had a few dings, had one crack that was coming down right in front of the driver's side. You know, this time of year, y'all, it ain't no joke. This time of year down here with all this rain, the gravel haulers are out, and these oversized loads carrying this heavy equipment. And even the other day, I had a little 4-wheel drive Toyota pulled out in front of me and throw the rock up, and got a dead gum big crack spot on my passenger side window over there. But luckily, it's not in the windshield washer range. I believe they'll let me go with that. I'm gonna take the chance with it. You know, it kind of depends on the DOT officer you get, whether they'll let you ride or not. I'm hoping I won't have no problems with that, but either way it goes, you know, it is what it is. Plus, on that passenger side window, I got an inspection a while back, a level 1, and I got a beautiful green sticker on that thing, and I really don't want to have to take off that window, because then I'll lose my green sticker. You know, that green sticker sometimes makes them go a little easier on you when they know you done passed that level 1 inspection. But yeah, that was last week. That's what we had was windshields. Now, Max, there's a little bit of a story going, but I'm gonna just tell you this much. Max got a level 1 inspection. He sure did. Got a level 1 inspection and passed it with flying colors. But what was crazy about it is my gray trailer with the flag on it blew an airbag the other night. So I had a little bit of a surprise thing going for y'all. We got our 4th trailer. It's a 2018 utility 53 footer. I mean, it's pretty. It's not perfect because somebody within its short lifespan got up on the passenger side, but the driver's side is beautiful. And the people I bought it from slapped me a set of Virgin tires on there, and I had to rush it into service. Yep, we had to rush it into service because my gray trailer, it was late at night, and I had to go and drop it off on the dock so they could load it the next morning. Well, the airbag that I had replaced at the TA in Florence, Kentucky was not installed properly, and the bolt was not seated right or something, because you could tell where that bolt from that airbag had just pushed itself out of that bracket and just bent the bolt. So it was in a bind. I could not drive it like it was. So it's still sitting at the house. We've got the airbag off of it. He's got the airbag. We're going to replace it probably Saturday. But our new trailer was at the lettering place, at the sign man. He was down there, and he'd been putting on our new letters on front, because I actually put our company letters in pretty letters on this one because it was such a nice trailer. And luckily he had everything but the trailer numbers on the trailer, so I was able to go and get that trailer and put it to the dock, and Curtis was able to pull it on the day he needed to, because the other one was, down. It was a God thing, It forced me to go ahead and put that trailer on the road. She was ready to go too. I mean, we got her tagged. The tag didn't cost but $79. It's a permanent tag. The insurance on the trailer ain't real bad either. So it's real great addition for our expansion. I was really happy, because it's hard to find them dry van trailers right now. But yeah, we've got our inspection sticker on it. We got everything done that we're supposed to have done, and Curtis actually has it right now running an open road. He was over in Lubbock, Texas the other day, sent me a picture. Oh man, it was beautiful open road. No traffic, no nothing in the way. I was like, man, that's the life right there. But yeah, that was a pretty big deal for us, getting that fourth trailer on the road. It kind of makes me want to get prettier letters on the other three, but we'll see how money holds out. And I don't know if y'all can tell, but I got me a good old sinus infection. I sure do, by golly. And I don't feel real good, but we're pushing through it. We were gonna haul some scrap paper on Saturday, but that kind of fell through, because the guy who owns the trailer went and got the tag last week, but they did not put the tag number on the registration. So we get up there Saturday with the trailer in the Loves Bay and was fixing to get an inspection. Man, we had everything ready and did not have a tag number. So we went and we called the sheriff, and the sheriff ran the VIN number to give us the tag number, and it's still not in the system. I mean, they got it on Friday morning, and unluckily it's still not in the system, by golly. So we lost that day of hauling. He's got 3 loads of paper on the ground that we got to get out of there. So Saturday, no matter what, I've got to hook up to that trailer and drag us some scrap paper down the road. Hopefully I can get all 3 loads off the same day, but it's a paper mill. Everybody that drives trucks knows how hauling scrap paper to a paper mill can be. You might have 1 truck in front of you, you might have 100 trucks in front of you. So y'all say a little prayer for us on Saturday, because we're going to go be dealing with them god darn scrap paper enthusiasts in Monticello, Mississippi. Yeah, I'm kind of looking forward to it, because it's been a while since I hauled an old flatbed. Yeah, about 5 years since I hauled an old flatbed. I'm kind of excited. I mean, my guy's already got all the straps on it. He's got the pull bar. Matter of fact, the pull bar is in my side box. I'm looking forward to getting up there and doing something a little bit different. But so once that fell through, I was able to go back and help Old Timer, because I had him. He was doing a couple things for me over there at the plant, and it was hot Saturday. Well, Old Timer was up there putting some sealant on the roof of the new trailer. The new trailer, like I said, whoever had it was kind of rough on it. They had hit some limbs and separated the metal on the very front. And just in case it was leaking, we got up there and crimped it back down and put some roof sealer around it, some silicone in it, to make sure that no water can get in that trailer. Because I mean, It's a nice trailer, and I don't want any issues with that thing. I really hope that it holds up real good. I mean, the doors seal beautifully. I mean, they're thin. I think it's about 1,000 pounds lighter than my gray trailer. I really do. And then after that, we adjusted the clutch in Max. Actually, he did. He had a cool little thing. See, it's not a self-adjusting clutch like my truck, which I love the self-adjusting clutches. But he has the one that you have to actually crawl up under there and make the adjustments to it. And he had him a pipe that would push the clutch down, and he could pry it up there and keep it down so he could make the adjustments, which is pretty cool. It keeps you from having to depend on somebody else, because he really is used to doing everything by himself. I try to be there and help him as much as I can, but you know, his whole life he's pretty much been the one that ends up doing the jobs by himself. He's real good at what he does. Old timer, pretty good hand, I tell you. I couldn't ask for much better. All right, now we did have a fail this week, and it was highly disappointing. I have been wanting to expand to the 4th truck. Well, I found a truck. It's just like Max, tandem axle at auction. But that, when I called the insurance guy and told him we were going to add a 4th truck, the cost was not where it needed to be. Because right now I'm paying $5,200. My next payment, it would have jumped up to $9,300. I think it is. No, $9,500. And every payment after that would be $7,300. Where it's $52 now. That's a large jump. A lot larger jump than I was expecting. I mean, it could have been done, especially if the truck that I was getting was going to be running OTR. But the truck that I'm getting is going to be for local. And it's hard to make that kind of money local in 5 days. Actually, in truckers' terms, it's 4.5, because on Mondays it's usually just over a half a day. So trying to make enough money to cover everything with it local would have been a little cost restrictive. So we're not going to go and get the truck on Saturday at the auction like I had hoped, because like I told y'all, it's just like Max. It's a Transtar 10-speed 2013. That means it's 2 years old, newer than Max. And that would have been pretty dang cool, because we know a lot about that little truck, and it's gave us really good service. So I was quite hopeful I could go down there and snag it, because I probably could have snagged it for less than $10,000. But whenever it's going to cost you $4,000 extra for insurance just for 1 month, it kind of changes your plans. And which, like I say, Max is still doing good. He's still running, and the driver says as long as we can get the shimmy out of the front end, because it started shimmying on the front end a while back, and that got us wondering if something else might be going on. But we have checked it and checked it and checked it. Old timer's gonna go on vacation, so we're gonna stick it in the shop for a week and see if some real mechanics up there at our local mechanic shop got time to get in there and take things apart and see if there's any problems. Because we really need to get everything checked on that bad boy. We're gonna put some new shocks. It's got new tires, and if we can't figure it out, we're gonna put new aluminum rims on the front. You know, there's a lot of different things we can continue to try. Ain't nothing gonna make Max. I mean, he's our dude, man. We got his title in our folder. He's paid off, so we gotta take care of old Max. I was hoping to get somebody else to come and ride an old Max and upgrade old timer into the new truck, so he could be more adaptable for anything else we may haul, whether it be flatbed or dry van, or heck, even a tanker if we get a hold to a local tanker run down the road. You got to be where you can make adjustments on the fly. your business plan always needs to be malleable. And that's what we're trying to do. That's what we're trying to create. Is we don't want to be a one genre trucking company. We want to be able to branch out. We want to be able to do multiple things, and we're gonna do that. Matter of fact, there ain't no ifs, ands, or buts about it. We're going to do a lot of different things in the trucking industry as we grow. It's just we have to be patient, sadly. So as far as the insurance goes, we're hoping that the rates will be a little bit better after our 2-year. But if they're not, I'll just have to save up a little bit more before we add the 4th truck. But we will be adding the 4th truck. We will be shopping around and seeing what we can do. But I might have to get the 4th truck, get it home, and in my name instead of the business name. And then make sure we get all the bugs worked out before we put it on the road, because I don't want to buy a truck and pay an extra month's insurance before I actually get the truck on the road. I can buy a truck in my name and somebody can deliver it straight to my house, and I won't have to have no insurance on it if I pay cash for it until I get ready to put it on the road. And that's kind of what we're thinking, kind of what we're going to lean towards doing. You know, I would love to have us some 90s era long hoods, maybe going out there on the road, get a couple of long hoods with them big sleepers and some good APUs on them, where we can really make nice trucks for some drivers. But I don't know, I mean, like I say, we're looking at every different plan of action. We're trying to be prepared for anything that could go wrong. But you know, even the best companies have bad things happen sometimes. You know, everybody makes a mistake. It's just a matter of when you make a mistake and if you get caught or hurt when you do it. I've seen some of the best drivers I've known make one mistake and it ruined their career. And then I've seen some that are horrible, shouldn't be in a truck, and they mess up every day and they never get hammered on it. I hope nobody has any bad things happening to them, but you know, it's funny how that works. But with any luck, September we should be able to hire on our 4th truck. I hope it's going to be an OTR truck, but I will take a local guy if I can find one. The shipper I haul for, they're talking about we may end up with some more business, and if it's a lot more, I might be able to meet that large down payment for the 4th truck. But you know, when I'm already paying 52, when you go up to 95, that's hard to swallow for a month to get another truck on. Not saying it can't be done. Like I say, it's a matter of running the numbers and seeing if you're gonna end up profitable after that expenditure at the end of the month, going into the next month, because it does go down after that. It goes down to 7, and that's about $2,000 more than what I'm paying. And for the right truck and the right driver, that's acceptable. You can accept that level of expense, but that down payment always hits you in the pocketbook and makes you cringe. Because the right truck right now on OTR could make you $6,000, average $5,000, because you know he's going to have some time off in the month. So you average out $5,000 for an OTR truck right now per week. So that's $20,000 a month. You subtract 2 from that, it don't seem as bad. And then you fuel, your driver pay, and all of that kind of stuff. You should be able to make more of that, especially if you find a real runner, somebody that really wants to get out there and make some money. You know, that is the golden calf of the trucking industry. When you find somebody that is begging to run, and they'll run, don't want to come home for months at a time, you know, that is the golden calf of the trucking industry for OTR. But I wouldn't want to stay out there that long. I done got too old for that mess. I got a family at home. But you find some of these young folks coming out of school might cost you a little bit more in insurance, but they're going to want to run and gun, and they're going to want to see places when they stop. And when they find the right company that'll work with their dispatch, there ain't no reason why these companies can't dispatch these youngsters better to where they're not leaving the industry left and right. But they're getting greedy, and they're causing these young men and women to lose faith in the trucking industry. And we need to stand up as an industry and say there is a way to get out there and you dispatch each person according to what they really need. As long as the company's making money, you should be able to work with what they want a little better, because you're going to have some that want to haul something different every day. You're going to have some that want to run that long run, coast to coast, because it's easy to run that long run. You don't have to pick up as many shippers and receivers. You don't have to fool with all them people. If I didn't have a family, I would want to go coast to coast and see the sights in between. But all right, last thing we're going to touch base on is there's a fuel supply issue going on in the southeast. Y'all be in prayer that we can fix this problem, and pray for our leaders that they won't allow this type of thing to happen again, because I've heard rumors that this type of thing could spread over into our power structure. That would be bad. That would be real bad. And then you got the bridge shutting down in Memphis. Lord have mercy. That's going to cause a mess around there. I don't know. There's a lot of y'all that don't know much about Memphis, but that other bridge, getting on and off it, sometimes in Memphis can be a booger on a good day. And now you're going to push all the traffic on that bridge? You talk about a bottleneck. You talk about something that is not going to be fun. As far as me and my guys, we're gonna avoid Memphis like it's got the plague, like it's got COVID in everybody. We're going to avoid it. We're going to try to stay away from it. We don't want nothing to do with it. So you might get some good rates going to Memphis. You just might. Because some people going to be like me and they ain't going to go because they know what it's like trying to get through Memphis on a good day. And then now that bridge is shut down. People going to be acting crazy because of the COVID, the shutdown, and the fuel supply shortage. Lord, we're getting hit from every which way. That's all for today. God bless. We'll catch y'all on the next ride. May He bless you more than you ever dreamed. Hallelujah. Praise the Lord.